All right, starting in 10 seconds. Let's try to get a good start today. I'm definitely going to be playing the London today. Get a little practice in. Okay. Oh, we might need an explanation from Mannered Monkey after this game. I too would like to know who MM is trying to cancel. Okay, I guess B6. I'll take just because there's no more pin, and I don't think you have to take that. I think you can make another move instead, but I'd rather not really think about it, to be honest with you. We could go A5 here, but another way to go is knight C6, knight A5. I'm going to go for this. Yeah, it's kind of two setups. You either just prevent everything with A5 or like knight D7, A5, or knight C6 and try to put the knight there. Okay, E4. Feels like we should be playing that, but maybe it's not needed right away. I'm going to get out of bishop G5. Sometimes that pin's really, really annoying. Like if I played E5 there, I don't know, bishop G5, bishop H4. It's just no getting out of that pin because I didn't play knight D7, so I can't really support that knight. And this is definitely useful, but by going back, I don't have any claim on the center at all here. I think both F6 and Queen E8 are good moves. I know F6 doesn't look very good, but I think it's actually okay. I'm going to play this, though. Maybe we can play F6 with tempo. Knight A5, bishop A6 is great, but that's, it takes some time to do that, and the pawn can be defended very easily, so I don't want to just waste a bunch of time committing my pieces there just yet. I feel like I have another bunch of moves I need to make first. Okay, so obviously F4 is an intention here. We can go E5. D5, white gets to play A5, which, to be honest, is not great. But I'm not sure I want to let F4 happen right away. Yeah, this knight A5 move is not really as good as I thought. But we got to stick with it now. D5, knight A5. So yeah, the bishop's going to come back, especially because it wasn't really in a great position there. Maybe we could play knight A5. I feel like C5 is always a move. Don't think we have much choice here. It doesn't look like a great pawn to take, but maybe we could take it once, but not twice. Try to play rook d8, knight a5. I don't know. Definitely a very solid position. White didn't really go for the attack that I thought they would. Okay. I feel like this bishop wants to come back around here. Just not a very good piece there. Okay, that trade seemed pretty helpful. I'm probably going to take this way to hit the pawn. On a4, this also looks pretty good. Here, yeah, I think we'll just play b5. Just keep this, like, the knight would love to actually use some of these squares and the bishop as well, but I'll keep it a bit closed here. Yeah, just play a6. Nice safe move. I thought white should have played a6. Not because I saw any particular line, but it just looked like an annoying move. Because now my pawns are all connected, which feels good. I think I'm going to play queen c4 next. Okay, my king is safe, so don't really have to worry about that. Queen here, I have queen a4 or b4. Okay, I think I am going to play this move. It's kind of an annoying pin. I don't think I'm going to rush to take a5 though. Queen b1. Okay, let's go here. Just get out of the checks. Okay, nice game there. Yeah, eventually it just became... The queen can't use any squares here, so not much for white to do. Some pawns are going to fall eventually. a5 was a mistake, but actually the biggest mistake was bishop c4. I think white should have played bishop b5 here. Looked a little annoying. Nothing we can't deal with, but bishop c4 and just trading, I thought I had better position after that. That was a Nimzo, correct. Nimzo is definitely my main OTB opening against d4. I have played a little bit of d5, like I did the Queen's Gambit accepted for a period of time. But yeah, the Nimzo has always been my main move. Hello, Felix. Nimzo is a good opening. It's solid. I wouldn't say my Nimzo is like very good or anything, but it's a solid opening that I feel like you can score with even if you're not fantastic or you don't have a lot of experience with it. At the very least, when I'm playing the Sicilian, I feel like, if I don't nail a certain theoretical line, I'm just in trouble. Whereas the Nimzo, I feel like you can kind of, for the most part, make things up. Like you just kind of know that pieces go like that, and like bishop takes knight, and maybe you do something on e4, and you play d6, e5. Like I feel like armed with that knowledge, you'll always be okay in the Nimzo. No, I think it's totally the opposite. You guys think Nimzo is a lot of theory? I don't get that. Nimzo is all about ideas and patterns, structures, way less theory. I think if you explained the Nimzo to someone in like 2 minutes and explained the Sicilian to someone in 2 minutes, they would have a much better time playing the Nimzo. Spanish anthem has no words. I'm not sure that I knew that. I don't always tune in right at the beginning of the matches. I'm having soccer withdrawals. No Copa, no Euro. Is the Sicilian con bad for black? Below 2300? No. Above 2300? Yeah. You could make better choices. It's probably the best way to describe that. Okay. In for round two. I've definitely played this line a whole bunch. I don't like to waste time with bishop g3 here if I don't have to. I don't think we have to yet. Maybe this will transpose. I know at some point d takes c5 is a move, but I don't usually play that, to be honest. Yeah, maybe he wants to play this. Not sure if bishop a6 is the move, but maybe we can play bishop b5 there. I don't know. Bishop a6, bishop b5, bishop b7 doesn't look great either. So he's just going to go there. Can't really stop knight e4, so I'll just do that. He goes there. I think it's time to take now. And maybe try for f4. Sometimes knight e4 can like take knight c4. Would this work? Knight c4. Take d7, take here. It kind of looks like something. Yeah, I don't know if this makes sense, but I'll try to go for this. So knight c4, then I'll take the knight, then I'll take here, and just feels like it's going to go down this road of a ton of trades. And it's helpful we're actually taking with this rook so that there's no bishop a6. I'm not sure he'll take, to be honest. This move came to mind. Maybe we could do that. I think the important thing is to trade the queens here, not necessarily to win a pawn. There's also b4, takes in b5, which looks decent. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. I mean, this queen and bishop are not that good because his own pawn's in the way. Yeah, so he does play that move. I kind of expected that. Knight e5 and knight d7 doesn't work because that's hanging. We can definitely go here, but I actually really like this move b4. The only thing I'm considering is that maybe rook d8 is pretty strong. Yeah, so I'm actually I'm thinking of queen d6 here. I don't like allowing rook d8. So pawn takes, I think we'll just play rook there. I think his best move is queen takes. Takes, rook here. I think that's a good move. So yeah, he'll probably try to put the bishop on d3. If we go here, bishop d5. I need a good square for this knight, and it's actually back on d4, I think. I don't know about this move. This could backfire, but we'll see. Bishop d5, I think we have c4. So that was the plan. Yeah. So either b4, b5. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Or I was thinking, of course, knight c6 comes to mind. But we'll try this. No point throwing that in. It's nice that, yeah, we're threatening. So now can we go over here? Let's do this one. King f8 he'll probably do, or maybe he'll do that. I think we should have maybe played f5. Yeah, I like f5 a lot. That was just mate. I think that was a pretty good game. Got dangerously low on time just at one moment, which wasn't a relevant moment. It was here. King f2 was a good move, though. I still like f5. It's just such a nice position because the knight can always come back to d4, and then these pawns just push. So yeah, I kind of like that. That's a common idea. I've seen it at least once or twice before. Makes no sense to give up your light squared bishop, but this whole thing is pretty forced. And here, yeah, okay, so I mean, b4 is what the engine is giving, but I don't know if I like this. Just with the rook coming in and everything, I don't know. Black plays f6. Yeah, I don't know. Like slightly better, but also what I did. It's not like we're doing amazing here, but knight a5 and b4 was the best plan. So I'm happy with that. Josh, we got the point one in for you that early in the stream. I mean, you didn't have to wait around and edge for it. Thank you for the 5 subs. Atypical Josh. Spooky Mac, thanks for the 32 with Prime. Take a KO for the 0.1. Instead of queen d6, what about b4, b5? Well, that was the main move I was discussing in the game, right? Mannered Monkey. That's why I spent so much time here. Spent like a minute calculating. Yeah, the only move I was thinking about was this, but I just didn't really like allowing him to control d8 because I kept seeing positions where he plays like rook d3 and like opens this diagonal up. I just wasn't a fan of it. He's going to play f6. My knight's not really going to have control of any very good square. This is a really good formation over here, but I don't know. I just kept seeing like f6, rook d3 happening, and wasn't really sure what I was going to do next. Sometimes I'm in positions where I make a move, like let's say b4 here, because I know that it's probably the best move in the position, but I'm not sure how to play it properly after that. Like it looks scary and I'm like, okay, this move is the best, so I should probably play it. And then I play it and I don't know how to continue, so I end up regretting it. So I think there I made the right choice. Like didn't play maybe the best move, but I played queen d6, which at least I understood how to play. I understood what I was supposed to do next. Okay, geez, this Nimzo is getting a random workout today. This was this is a little unexpected. You know, it's actually weird. Now that Title Tuesday shows like the actual names of people, I feel like I have to click and I'm like, okay, wait, but what's your username? Because I'm used to people's usernames. Someone that I've played like 500 times, I could see their real name and be like, I've never played this person. Like, I don't know this man. So now I'm doing the opposite. Okay, bishop d3. I guess we just go for this like normal stuff. a3. I mean, I don't know what goes on here. I don't know what goes on here. I go like f4, e4. Okay. Knight e2 looks normal. I think you actually hang this pawn if I'm remembering this stuff correctly. Yeah, but maybe it's one of these moves. Okay, bishop e3 doesn't look right, but okay. Well, we know f4 is happening. I feel like if we go here, we're just so offside. Like I have no pieces helping defend. Just not a great feeling. Yeah, it feels wrong. Not too familiar with this stuff, but that looked like a little bit too much. So let's do this. I mean, still b6, I guess. Just to hold that pawn in place. There's a clear weakness here, but might be time for this. And it looks quite risky. I'm going to try to play knight c5, and maybe instead of taking that, I'm actually trying to play knight f4. Thing is, when we play b6, we know that that's happening, so it's not that comfortable. Having to put up with knight b5 here is not the greatest. I think we've got to take this. Okay, we've definitely done a good job here. Unfortunately, our pieces do not coordinate very well. Not yet. Unfortunate. We were definitely in a very good position here. G4 was a good move, though. And then just putting the knight there, but we're definitely not worse here. Yeah, it's such a strange thing that happens against stronger players. It happens a lot to me, but basically, like, I spend a lot of time in the beginning because I'm convinced that they'll play better moves. But then most of the time, the stronger guys are just kind of on autopilot. Like, they're not looking to the things I'm worried about. They're not even playing. And the problem is I have a right to be worried about them. Like, some of the more concerning setups. But then they never play them. And then in time pressure, they don't play that well. And I'm like, wait, what? I didn't have to be worried about any of that. And I just get a better position. But then I don't have enough time to, like, just not enough time to figure it out. It's such a defeating feeling. Bishop takes here was just like such a wild move. I can't believe this move. I don't know. I'm just much better here. But in typical fashion, we've put ourselves in such a hole here that there's not really any coming back. Yeah, maybe h5 should have been played before that happens. It's a shame. I wouldn't say it was a very well played opening by me, but yeah, knight b8, knight d7 I liked a little bit more than knight a5. None of the things I'm actually concerned about ever get played. A very common recipe for me is spend time worrying about things that look concerning. Opponent's not even looking at them. Doesn't play any of them. Then I'm low on time because I've been concerned about those things. Then I get a better position because my opponent's just kind of like, okay, we'll flag them, like autopiloting. Probably not taking it that serious, just making quick moves. And then when our position's the absolute best, we lose like an equal position or a slightly better position due to the time from earlier. I feel like I just drew up the exact losing recipe. Yeah, here I was so focused on trying to get some kind of draw. Like I don't think there is one, but I was trying to make it happen, and maybe the best was just to try to like take some pawns. But I don't know. Knight f5 and rook b7 looks pretty tough to deal with. Yeah, and now the pieces have no coordination. Damn. Well, randomly we got a bunch of Nimzo games today. That's a little unexpected. I almost forgot how to play the Nimzo. I hardly ever play Nimzo games. Usually because against d4 I'll play e5. Title Tuesday is one of the only tournaments where I might play a Nimzo. Might. Okay, we're back. Okay, usually this is where they play like that. Just gonna go like this for now. Might play a5. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. Okay, it does play a5. Probably, I don't know, f5, or maybe he'll do like king h8 first, like prepare it. If e4, we're definitely going back like that. He goes b6. Okay, I feel like it makes sense to just put the knight there. Where else is it going? e4 is never that concerning. Okay, rook e1 is always a useful move. But like queen b3, bishop c4, I'm also kind of liking here. At some point, we might play e4, but okay, maybe not right away. Let's just do this. Just need a move. It's like that. Still feel that he might do that. Probably I'll do e4 if he really does nothing next. Is it time? I think we gotta do this one. Feels like the right moment. He just put his queen there. And if he plays something like this, we're happy to kind of open the position up. Rook c1. Because I feel that he wants to take and put a knight on b4. But we can quickly go here. The annoying thing is as soon as he takes, the d6 pawn is hit. So kind of gets in a bit of an uncomfortable position there. Okay, f5, I guess. I don't know. Well, he's definitely not going to take, but I think that's clear. I think we actually want to take now. I don't know if it's a good move. Might not be. But I kind of need something to do. So we're going to go with that. Knight c5 he has all the time now, which is not ideal. Let's just go here. Maybe rook. Yeah, maybe rook there first would have been a little bit better. Okay, he's blocking the bishop, so it's not great for him, but he does have a fantastic c5 square for the knight. Yeah, I think just rook d1 first, just to maybe have knight d6 would have been slightly better. But I think we still want to do this. Bishop a2. Maybe knight here, maybe queen there, I don't know. f7 is hanging, that's hanging. Probably b4. I think we can take it. I don't know. h4 looks kind of useful here. I think we want to maybe take and play h5. Yeah, I know he can take here. Bishop e5, I just take it. Definitely did not see that. We're definitely able to escape the checks here, but for some reason I thought there was no more checks, so I was like, oh, okay. This is a little annoying. Here, here, here. And eventually I would like, you know what I was probably going to do is this. Just so there's no checks, and I know he has to trade queens. Then we have the win coming. Easily. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty nice game. Yeah, I think we made the right decision to play e4. Probably could have done it even here, but okay, I did bishop f1. He just wasn't playing e4, so I have to do it. But then here I was kind of, I wanted to play d5 because the knight doesn't have great squares, and like this knight's really bad. And then play this, but you know, the counterplay happens very quick. So I wasn't sure. Yeah, we did rook c1. I know it's not a fantastic move. I probably should have like done some queen move. Problem with this is it kind of walks into a potential knight b4. So queen b3. The king is already on h7, so it doesn't look great there either. Yeah, probably should have done this bishop c4 move first. And here, definitely rook d1. Okay, bishop c4 is not bad. Honestly, after c6, it felt like we were being pushed back, but c6 is not a helpful move for him. Yeah, he did have knight d3. I was almost sure that he was going to do it. I couldn't believe that he didn't, especially when I had like a couple seconds on the clock. Like, how do you not play that? Yeah, and then h4. I was happy with h4. Even here, while the game was going on, I was like thinking, what the hell am I going to do next when it's my turn? And I was like, no, h4 is actually pretty nice. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, well, I can't really save the bishop anyway, so h4. And then, yeah, he could blunder this, but I was going to play h5 next. It's just annoying. Once I do this, there's a lot of pressure on g6. Okay, I know this is probably not the best conversion, but I was happy with it. h5 and rook e7, and I felt like I would either trade queens or get some like winning attack. It's good enough for me, put it that way. It's good enough for me. I'll take it. I'll take it. A red drum. Classic Aman Hambleton speed for you there. Nitsud Prime. Oh, there's a break. Okay, so I have a question. Who is this FM? Like at this point, I need to know. You know what I mean? This guy's 3,100. And I've seen him at the top of the standings. He beat me in a game, I remember, but I see him at the top of the standings. He's born in 2010. So, yeah, maybe 13, 14. He's 2541. Like FIDE Classical. 2541. Like what? He's from Russia, 2541. So he's doing the Kramnik. He's going to go from FM to GM probably. He probably has the IM title. He's like, honestly, fuck that. Oh, he is a GM. Yep, he's a GM. It's literally about to be approved. Okay. Yep. So he is doing the Kramnik. He was FM in 2022 and he just became GM. And it's going to be approved like literally probably in a month. Very dangerous. Very dangerous, this guy. Because I was going to say, like, you don't just... at that point, you're a super FM. You don't just chill in the top of Title Tuesday 4 out of 4, like, regularly. Obviously, FMs and NMs can make appearances 4 out of 4 early on. But I've seen this guy up there all the time. and he's maintaining a 3,100 blitz rating. Like, that's just crazy. So it makes sense. He is a GM now. Hello, Ralph, and thank you for your 52-month recep, Mr. Wiggum. God bless emote only. But that's crazy. He could be 13, 14, just became GM. Like, the thing is, people, like, the record for GM is like 12 years old and some months. Like, at this point, this guy isn't even impressive. How crazy is that? This guy is like a 13-year-old grandmaster rated 2550, and nobody cares. I'll be the first to say, my man, I am impressed. Congratulations. That's insane. No, when you hear about it, you can say, like, that's impressive, Johnny. But I mean, nobody's talking about it. This isn't like news. This isn't interesting to anybody. Nobody cares. That's wild. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I saw that Carvalma. Faustino 3,100. Our buddy Kramnik wasn't too happy about that, I saw. But man, what is Kramnik is just like, he be just tweeting these days. No, Giant, I think this guy did exactly what I did. He grew his beard until he made GM. I think he was doing the same challenge as me. Okay, Sleazy, noted. Now we can communicate. Got it, got it. Yeah, I think that is the new challenge, Johnny. Whether we knew it was happening or not, that is the new challenge. Get GM before you can grow a facial hair. Kramnik is 4 out of 4. Very excited to see Kramnik's tournament progressing, because you know that his first loss will be against a cheater, which is so unfortunate. Our rating's quite low, so we're definitely going to be getting paired up. I feel like this is interesting here. Probably just stick to this, though. This move is definitely... I just don't know if it can be played, but It's certainly on his mind here. Might go b6, rook e8, knight a5. We do want to tuck that bishop back. Okay, yeah. Here he's just trying to do it. Like he's trying to ensure that he gets e5 in. Makes sense. Not much we can do. Obviously, we just kind of have to go for this. I think we want to take. We can also go knight a3, which is kind of an interesting move. It's definitely going to get him to play a6. I'm just not really sure if that was... Is that an achievement? Let's say that it is. I'm thinking like takes, rook e1, just kind of like add the pressure. Maybe this one as well. I assume this is going to happen, so we're probably going to get that type of position regardless. But I think we want to go like bishop d5, rook there, knight c4. Yeah, there's that move. Okay, b5, bishop d5. He's probably going to go bishop there. He can't play rook e8 even now, which is, I think that's kind of important. Bishop here, bishop there. No, he's probably going to go back to d7, actually. Can we get away with this? Maybe not. But I'd like to play knight d4. He might go rook c8. Knight d4 doesn't work anymore. I think this is not so bad. Here he wants to go rook d8. Let's actually go here. I know it's very surprising, but I will get to play knight d4 next. Bishop d5, rook d8, I wasn't too sure about, because then I can't play my knight d4 move that I've worked so hard for. Queen e7, rook e8. Knight e5, probably. What the heck is that move? This might have worked, but what the hell is that move? Such a nice position. Ruined. Oof. Ugh. A win in one move. That's unfortunate. It happens. The game turned into a bit of a mess here, but it was a lucky mess for me because we were. I don't know about luck. Slightly fortunate. I felt like this position was very nice for me. Not necessarily like, I mean, I'm not better against the two bishops, but I feel like in blitz this is such a nice position. Everything's so solid, but knight g4 is like just terrible. Loses the game immediately, but then starts to get in time pressure here, and everything goes my way. Like, I don't know. I mean, this is just nonsense, but knight c8's the end of the game there. King d8, by the way, is also the end of the game, so more luck that the game didn't end like immediately. But h4 allowing g4 is also like, none of this was good. And then king g1. I don't have good instincts here. Rook takes h5 maybe, but you need time to figure these out. My 1 second instincts were no good. Here, I don't know if it's a draw or not, but in my opinion, this is just a loss. There's no saving this. Damn. Real shame. This is a position where, you know, the better player just like wins the time scramble. Because even if we weren't necessarily better for a good part of that game, it still felt like we had very good chances at the end. Oh, geez. Okay, we're in the next game already. Hikaru lost to Kramnik. Well, that makes sense. Hikaru is a fair player. He doesn't cheat, so that all lines up. Now I'm thinking maybe we could have got away with e6. Maybe. e6 and b5. He just seems like a guy that was not trying to play c4. Yeah. Well, he needs to threaten e4 here. Okay, bishop f4. I feel like we can castle. And when he goes here, then I think it's a good moment to take. So he doesn't have knight c3. Okay, it's a bit of a strange move. Maybe he's going to play bishop d6. I don't think that's a good move, though. He has these like ideas like he's, I don't know, there's going to be like a backwards pawn. But it's just not the case. We have knight e4 as well. We can take and go queen b6. Like, we just have so many good options here. Okay, so we're definitely at minimum equal here. Probably slightly better. Yeah, definitely d5. Knight e5. How do we handle that? Because we could also start with this, although that doesn't really stop knight e5 necessarily. b5 could be interesting. Okay, I'll try b5. Knight b3, d6, rook d1, rook a6. And obviously any knight move we're happy to trade. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to go for this line just because he saw rook d8, knight c5, and thought that looked interesting. Okay, we want knights here, so at some moment I think that's what we want to do. Let's start with this. Oh, that's dangerous. Like, it's okay. There's no knight move that's scary, is there? But basically I want to play king e7 to defend this pawn. Yeah, no matter where the knight goes, we take. Okay. Does he want to take and go here? I don't even know if that square is any good. This knight can go to that square if needed. E4, knight d7. I'm still trying to like make this move work. Like, I think we could have played it there. I'm gonna try to ignore that. Take the rook with knight d2, I guess. Oh, okay. Thought he would go back, obviously. Knight f3, knight d2 if he didn't go there. F5 was a terrible move. What was this opening again? Oh yeah, takes bishop d6 is really wrong from him. I liked b5 a lot here. I could have gone for d5, but knowing this guy, he would just play like knight e5, like takes a3, e3. Might have been tough to break through, or like bring the other knight to e5. I feel like we made the right choice. Oh, I thought Kramnik had the white pieces. I was gonna say like playing on. What the heck? Kramnik is the one making the draw. Playing this on against Kramnik is funny because you know you're gonna get a reaction. Go Kramnik. Five and a half out of 6. Mr. Kramnik. Imagine Kramnik won Title Tuesday. All right, we're back. Let's go. I think if queen takes d2, some kind of knight e4, queen a5 check is annoying. This is a weird, kind of a weird variation in this opening where like I'm keeping black from castling right now. And I have the dark squared bishop, but I'm down a clear pawn. Like, I'm not getting it back type of thing. Knight c6 and maybe knight e7 is the plan. Why am I thinking of e4 here? Is that crazy? Because I could also just like not do anything crazy and go bishop d3. But this is for experimenting. So why not? So knight c6 takes. I don't think he wants to take that way. Okay. Queen d6 doesn't make a threat, and I think he would just respond bishop c6. So I guess I'll hit this pawn. But, you know, truthfully, I don't really know. I don't really know what this sack of mine was all about. I need to get castled. I need some rooks to join the fray, you know? Queen f6, maybe queen d6. Or maybe queen b4. I don't know, to hit a pawn as well. Okay. Oh. Yeah, maybe that's the move. Well, that's the only move I can play, so I have to go for it. Knight c6 seems quite annoying. Yeah, I don't really see anything good here. Queen takes d7. This doesn't do anything. I feel like we have to take this. You have to go here. He's gonna go back. Or that. That works too. Yeah, like our best case is winning one pawn back here. I don't even think that will happen. Yeah, this is the best we can do. Like, put the king here. It looked good for a sec. Okay, rook d8 will just take it, and king e3. Just try to do this. Maybe trade the rooks, put the king on d4. Might have a chance in the endgame. I guess. I don't know. Problem, of course, is that it's the right color, so we don't really... Damn. Just in time. I don't think there was a way we could have done it so that it worked, unfortunately. It's a good try. The only... I actually thought he was flagging. I think we got the Kramnik bug here. Like, his time was pretty much 0, which is why I was like, okay, we'll just pre-move. But I don't think... Wow. Okay. So just King E3. I went here, but King E3, I guess, would do the same thing, but stop him from going there. So we had one chance for a draw. He really messed this up, though. But me not playing Bishop C4, because it makes sense to do what I did, because it's like, I don't want the king to come in, but to be honest, this does a better job. I can do that, or maybe even still that. Yeah, I don't know. This is a shame because I actually brought the game back to a draw. I don't think this is winning for black. Same color bishops, and my king is better position. Engine says even bishop c2 works here, so that just gives you an idea. Like takes bishop c2, because after king f5, he's just like, he's kind of paralyzed. Can maybe even go f3. But what was this opening here? I mean, we did experiment with e4. Definitely, these are more standard moves. But I decided to give it at least a try. But unfortunately, this was just such a good response. Okay, we definitely missed that one. That was strong. So it looks like our e4 foray was no good. Kramnik won again. Kramnik versus Firouzja. Kramnik's on 6.5 out of 7. Reliable Randy, thanks for 35 months. Aman versus Amanov. That's what I would say my name is like, to just sound better at chess. Anything with an OV at the end, more dangerous chess player. Do this, probably regardless, like even if he plays one of these moves, let him have the bishop. I always sit here wishing that these positions like lead to more, but you only can ever just win the pawn. It's so sad. Try this move. He still can't take. He could play knight g1 maybe. Hmm. Like knight g4 it looks looks like it's crashing, but I just don't see any mates. Have to go for knight g4 though. Surely. Maybe like e5, e4. Like if I get rid of this knight, it's checkmate. But I just haven't been able to find a way to do that. Okay, he just gives me a pawn. Like he obviously has this, but I don't think it's a big deal. We have like queen g6. Okay. Maybe that. Hopefully we're not losing stuff here. I'm noticing this move only now. Need some trades. That's a good trade. I'll take that trade. Okay. Oh man, Ali Reza. I didn't think he would stoop to that level, but it looks like he has. Damn. Firouzja's at 7. Aman beat Amanov. Very important. I feel like if I was playing this, I'd just, I guess, try to play G4. Yeah, you can try to defend this, but I think this is losing. It's so weird that he chose to resign there. Like, if you're gonna play this far, shouldn't you at least make him work for it? Otherwise, why why not just resign back here? It's not it's not like you were gonna do any better than G4. How did Buddy Pranav do? Okay, a nice win. Oh, that was round 8. Okay, so we have a small break right now. Are we going for top 10 today? Oh yeah, you know it, man. Top 10. That's always our lofty goal. I will be right back, taking a break of my own. Thank you, B Pwned, for the year. Hello to Mr. AB of AB and D. Either mate in China. All right, back into the next round here. Dan Herman. It's so weird seeing the real names now. Like I said, I have to keep clicking and being like, okay, wait, what account is this? Okay, let's first see if and how he's going to handle that. Okay. I feel like this move is not desirable. We kind of learned that in our earlier game. Okay, gotta kick that bishop out. I don't really see any other way to do it. Probably e4. Yeah, maybe rook e1 first was better. Just... it's not precisely what we want here. I don't really have a way to defend both pawns, so... yeah, d5. We get b4, so he doesn't actually control the c5 square. I don't think this is as bad as maybe it looks. Bishop h6. Okay, let's go here just so that that can never happen. Probably f5. I can't really imagine what else gets played there. Okay. Try f3. I think queen e2, even like kind of sacrificing that pawn is also interesting. This bishop is no good, but I feel like we want to play king h1, bishop g1, queen e2, maybe rook a2. So yeah, he can put the bishop here, but I mean, eventually I feel like I'll be able to take it, so I'm not that concerned. And now I also have an easy plan like a4, a5. Mm-hmm. Here we got to move this. I'm trying to find the best square for it. Like, I don't know if it's rook a2 to swing over here, or if it's rook b1 to just keep everything defended. Actually, I'll probably put it on c1. The only square I didn't discuss. Okay, so we know what's happening here. This bishop, though, can be removed. I think it's safest to remove it like this. We could just trade it away, but I'll try this. We still have things covered, and rook c1. Queen g5 is going to happen. Let's go like a5, queen c1. I actually don't mind a queen trade here, I think. Okay. Wow. Definitely did not see any of what just happened. Yeah, bishop h3, rook f3. It's kind of sad because black doesn't really... black can't really win that position without a sacrifice, so I think what I should have done is just, I guess, over defend. Like, defend the sacrifice a lot. Just so that it can never happen, because I guess we're not really losing except for that. What happened in this game? I was really happy with the sacrifice. I actually thought this was... I think white's better here if we're being objective. Like, maybe... okay, maybe around even if we're speaking objectively, but bishop h3 is a great move, and we just shouldn't have allowed it. Like, knight g3. This was smart by him to just abandon the queen side like this, because here I felt very good, but I chose the wrong path forward, I guess. e4 was maybe slightly hasty. Should have just done rook e1 and then e4. Oops. Yeah, bishop g1 is a fine move here to get rid of this. I think it's actually just very good here, but I thought it'd be safer to just do this. Feels like everything's defended here. But I need to make moves that control dark squares, like queen e1, queen d2, queen c1. Just these are just important squares to to cover. My queen was the misplaced piece here because I wanted to play queen e1 really badly or something, but bishop takes h3 can be played basically no matter what here. Hello, happiest bear. Not my finest loss there. I think e4 was a little bit rushed. It's not that this is terrible, but I don't want to be forced to play it. And here I think I'm forced to play it, or I have to take, because I just can't defend both of these at once. Because I lose the e pawn or the d pawn. Ugh, yeah, I should never really lose this position. Queen e1 here, and just everything's so defended. Because I was like too bothered about this. Kept wanting to defend it. No need to worry about that though. Yeah, I was defending the wrong things. I was like defending f3 in that position instead of just defending defending g3, the dark squares. Is this really a thing? C Chang G, thank you for the 10 subs. Could I possibly win on demand for C Chang? Could I possibly? Here, queen e2, maybe just trying to like double the pawns there. I might just allow that though. What the heck? Z Chang, I'm at my new place, man. Living with my girlfriend. Did not get kicked out, although they may have grounds to. Is that really the move? I'm confused. Okay, that needs to be stopped. Maybe this or queen f3. Queen f3 looks normal. Okay, at this point, like, I don't think this is a good move, but he's just made so many, like, I'm so far ahead in development and castle already that, okay, this has to be good. Bishop a6, c4. I mean, we kind of have to play f5. There's no way we don't support that pawn. Let's throw in a5 just to see how He'll react here. Hmm. Maybe this bishop should only be on d7. Don't really like that. It's really annoying, this position. Ugh. Should have just gone with that. Ugh. I mean, takes is just lost. This is lost too, but it's all lost. Oops. That's a slip that doesn't matter. So we can blame it on a slip, I guess. Yeah, as soon as I played here, what did I say? I said I think it belonged on d7. Just so that we could react to that with maybe c5. Or at least taking, like, it wouldn't hit my bishop here, so I would have a moment to react. It's not that this is a fantastic move, like I'm losing, but it creates a position that you saw where he just gets like 4 or 5 moves, like tempo in a row, and we don't have much time, so it's a really, yeah, I think it's just objectively losing. We're not gonna have a good chance there. This opening was really bad by him, but I guess if you're just playing for time, it's kind of okay because it's solid enough. And then d5 c5 by him was really smart. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, just his opening's really bad. f4. I don't understand that move. I don't think I've ever seen it before. f4 is basically a mistake. Bada Flocka, thanks for the 97 months, tier 3. That's a hell of a long time, man. How goes it? I could play e4 here, but no, taking is the best move by far. What is there? One more game? I'm trying to find Kramnik. 7.5 out of 10. Is Pranav gonna find a way? Very nice. Very nice. Wow, Jeffrey Zhang is in first place, but Nepo is playing for the lead in the tournament. Although it doesn't look like he's gonna win. Hmm. Go Jeffrey Zhang. Yeah, he's tied for first. Jeffrey and Nepo, 9 out of 10. I'm guessing they're gonna play each other because I imagine they haven't. Mm-hmm. That's right. Dude, I thought Nepo was streaming with. I literally thought Nepo was streaming with horns on his head. He's a funny guy for this. Okay. This is great. Yes, we get to enjoy this. All right. We couldn't even win for Zichang. Times are tough. E5 was a little ambitious from him there. Thanks for the 72 months, the Don Rod. Cheers, man. I appreciate that. Knight d7, bishop c7. Just keep taking everything. Bishop h3. Yeah, actually, I don't think we want to. I don't think we want to get into that business. Hmm. I have to be careful of some knight d5 takes on e3. Here I'll take that. So I honestly think the bishop's going all the way back. Rook e1 is a pretty useful move. Okay, so if we go here, I think he can do that. Oh no, the knight's guarding e2. What am I saying? So this is just safe. Yeah. We're covering knight e4. We're covering knight h5. I don't know where he's supposed to go to guard that knight. Okay, I guess that's it. Bishop h3, we could take, and everything's winning here. Yeah, I feel like we don't really care about a2. Right here. What's the quickest way to trade a bunch of things here? I wonder. Yeah, if he plays like queen b2, then maybe knight there. Can't seem to trade all the pieces I want to trade. Yeah, we'll just play knight f3 next. If he lets me play knight e6, I will. Queen f7, and then just try to get our bishop to e5. And king g2, knight f3. Or knight f3 right away. Because if he takes, he loses. Okay, thought he was going to play king h8. It's a much better move. Hmm. Just wanted to stop queen there. I need to bring my pieces into the position. One check, but that's it. At some point, they realize it's not worth playing on. What the hell is this? I could barely make sense of that position. But I think Jeffrey Zhang just won Title Tuesday with that win. Very impressive. Even a queen trade here, I'm not sure it's actually losing. Usually you can like fall back on the fact that, okay, if you trade the queens when you're up a pawn, you win, but I don't even know if that's the case here. Thanks for the 5 year streak as well there. The Don Rod. Queen f8, queen d6. Could see that happening. Yeah, so queen d6 is what I'm talking about. I don't think it's actually a win. White just play king to g5 and h4 and shuffle king e4, king f4. King e4, king f4, king e4, king f4. You don't really need to be accurate here at all. Damn, GG's. Wow, in a stacked TT, it was Mr. Jeff who emerged victorious. That's pretty impressive. 10 out of 11. Did he draw a couple games or did he lose? He only lost one game. Firouzja 9.5, Blue Bomb 9.5, Tang's playing. There you go. I didn't know that. Nepo, Kramnik with 8.5. Which cheaters did he lose to? Tough event. I wonder what he's saying right now. Yeah, Vlad ousted from the top 10. Same with Pranav at 8.5. Yes, Vlad did beat Hikaru, which is something I think Hickey's not going to be too happy with. I mean, he's never happy to lose, but what happened in this game? Whoa. Oh, wow. Hikaru's he's a little jokester. He's a little memer, isn't he? Little G4. I was wondering why Hikaru's position looks so strange. Yet another clash of claims. Hikaru and Kramnik. A storied history. All right. It is officially lunch break time. I think I'm going to play some rapid games after this. For slow improving players, like steep games. People like Ralph that appreciate the thought process. We're getting back into Title Tuesday. I've been working on my London course quite a bit the last weeks. Like I said, probably be able to finish it this week and release it next week. That's my hope. And we're on track. So I'll be happy when that happens. Finally off my plate. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of time on it, putting a lot of hours in. So I'll be back. A little lunch break.